Man and his sister jumped up together to confirm their location. The second time, they were farther apart, but they didn't move. Carl ran forward in terror. He had been lost in the grass for 3 days. Suddenly, he fell down. He saw a badly decomposed puppy. Carl was startled. He didn't want to end up like that. He heard Betsy's voice nearby, but he couldn't find her. It was dark, and Carl still couldn't find his way out. Just as he was kneeling on the ground in despair, a boy suddenly appeared. He told Carl that he could help him find Betsy. Carl had no choice but to trust him. The boy took Carl to a huge black rock. He said that as long as Carl touched the rock, he would know where Betsy was. Just as Carl reached out his hand, he suddenly heard Betsy scream, so he crawled back into the grass and disappeared. The next morning, Betsy's boyfriend passed by the grass. Jarvis was shocked to see Betsy's car parked by the roadside. He went to check. The food inside the car had rotted. It turned out that 2 months had passed. Suddenly, Jarvis heard Betsy's cries for help. He immediately walked into the grass. Although he tied knots in the grass and made some marks, he didn't see that the knots had come undone. So it was late at night, and Jarvis still couldn't get out of the grass, but he heard Betsy nearby. Suddenly, Jarvis sat up. That boy suddenly appeared behind him. He said he knew where Betsy was. Jarvis hurriedly followed the boy forward, but his girlfriend had already become a corpse. So who was it who had been calling for help? Jarvis broke down. After dawn, the boy disappeared. Jarvis could only continue searching through the grass. Just then, a boy heard his cries for help. That boy and his family suddenly appeared outside the grass. The puppy suddenly rushed into the grass. The boy followed. Soon after, his parents entered the grass. Jarvis warned them loudly not to come in, but it was too late. The family was completely scattered. The day passed quickly. The man was still looking for his wife and son. He walked to the black boulder. What will happen? After dawn, a new cycle began. Carl and Betsy parked their car in front of the grass. They heard the boy's cries for help and walked into the grass. Desperate, Jarvis heard Betsy's voice. There was no time to explain. Jarvis first had the boy stand next to the dead dog, because the grass wouldn't move dead things. Then they followed the boy's voice and successfully reunited. Jarvis let the boy ride on his neck to show the way. They walked toward the church. Could they escape this cycle of death?